to not be first.
Do we do enough? Well, I never shut up about it.
It must have been about 16, 17. We nicked their guilt rings. Right, the bouncer's guilt ring.
This is no good for me. That's the reality. If you want the honest truth, and I see it every day.
This is Joe Pugh for IFL TV. We're here at the Tyson Fury versus Francis Ngannou press conference. It's all wrapped up. Dev, you were the main man in the middle. Good work, first of all.
Not quite in the middle. They stuck me out to the side, but no, look, it was good fun. A Tyson Fury press conference where you just sort of wind him up a little bit and let him go is always a good fun press conference, and I feel like there were loads of really good moments in there. What's quite amusing for me is he keeps demanding to see this man shed clothes, shed layers. I don't know why, but he's been demanding it since sort of like the Dillian Whyte fight where he got him in the ring. Let's have a look and things like that. An amusing man, an amusing press conference, and I think the build-up's going to be great.
Yeah, it really kicked off today. Obviously, we had the formal announcement probably about 3 weeks back now, but this is the first press conference. Absolutely massive. We saw the red carpet over there, which we'll get to with a bit of drama. This is going to be huge, isn't it, when it comes round on the 28th of October?
Let me tell you this, we haven't even started yet. Like, when you start seeing the real marketing go out there, the sort of takeovers that these guys are doing, the money that they're spending to make this an even bigger event, oh my goodness, we're in for something very, very special. I'm looking forward to it, mate. But yeah, big fight. Lineal boxing heavyweight champion. Lineal MMA heavyweight champion. That's every hardcore fan's favourite word, right? Lineal. You love a bit of lineal v lineal, didn't you? Come on.
Can Francis Ngannou knock out Tyson Fury?
I would hope not, but absolutely he can. Listen, the guy hits as hard as a small family car. That's official. They've measured his punch. Imagine that. It's quite. I've said it about 10 times up there. But a lot of horsepower as well. I read the whole thing, but hits really hard. Let me put it this way. He doesn't even need to land clean. That's how hard he is. People are talking about, oh, can you land that punch on Tyson? Can you land clean? A glancing blow with a man like that hitting you could do some damage. Imagine he glances top of the head here. Imagine Tyson's legs do a little... I mean, I don't like even thinking about that. Imagine if he just gets chinned by Francis Ngannou. That would be a nightmare. What will people say about him? What will people say about Tyson Fury? Honestly, if he gets chinned by Ngannou, it's... That's what I mean about the risk that Tyson's taking. I said earlier on, I don't think in his whole career he's ever taken like a fight like this where the jeopardy is, actually, mate, you probably can't leave the house after. It's all right to lose to Wilder, you know, hardest hitter in boxing. It's all right. You lose to Ngannou, you get chinned by him, mate, you got to lock the door. You got to stay indoors.
All right. What is a bigger risk, Ngannou or his last fight, Derek Chisora?
Ngannou. Ngannou is a bigger risk because, well, look, you can talk about physically how he's in the World Book of Records for punching so hard, but it's the degrees of loss. It's the degree of, okay, you can maybe drop a round or two to Derek Chisora. You know, he's Derek Chisora. He might land a few, might stick it on you. That's all right. He's a legendary heavyweight of this time. If you drop a round to Francis Ngannou, what will people say? You know what they'll say? They'll say, oh, Usyk could batter him. They'll say all of this sort of stuff. So there's a lot of risk, a lot of jeopardy. Thankfully, he's the best heavyweight in the world, so he should deal with Francis Ngannou. But let's see.
I will take you back to the red carpet event. About an hour before this press conference kicked off, we saw an even bigger fight between David ADELEYE and Fabio Wardley. It was very strange, not to be expected. We knew there was needle going into it, but punches thrown. We're not sure who by at this stage, but blood shed from Fabio Wardley. Not good, is it, Dev?
Look, I've not really seen much of it. I've heard all about it. Not great, rolling about on red carpets. So I'll wait to review the footage. But look, it shows that the animosity is real. You've clearly got two British heavyweights there that don't like each other and can't be around each other. So yeah, I'll have to watch it back.
Just hope that fight can still take place on the 28th of October.
Let's see. I think look, everything Yeah, you just don't know, do you? Like, I don't know. What did Frank say? What did Frank say about that, about the fight?
I don't know. Umar spoke to him. We'll speak to him in a minute, but we will move on from that then. Just very quickly before I let you go, Chris Eubank Jr.'s performance at the weekend. First of all, what did you make of it against Liam Smith, and what's your opinions on a Eubank Jr. Conor Benn fight by the end of the year in the UK?
I don't know why Chris Eubank Jr. is trying to duck Denzel Bentley / Hamza Shiraz / Nathan Heaney to fight Conor Benn. Like, what's he up to? What's he up to? Look, what I would say is that a winning Chris Eubank Jr. is good for British boxing. I thought he was brilliant at the weekend. I'm just a fan. I love how cool he is. I watched his interview with Gary Neville. Vulnerabilities opened up. I think he's, no matter what room he goes into, unless I'm in there, he's the coolest man in there. And
Or me.
Or you. I see you, Joe Pugh. I see a bit of jawline coming out. I see it. But no, mate. Look, Chris Eubank Jr. Fair play. Everyone was writing him off. I thought he'd just get chinned again by Liam Smith. I thought, oh, maybe he wasn't that good in the beginning anyway. But he showed he is quite good, and he showed. Look, if he applies himself now, that with Bomac, well, I don't know what's happening with Bomac, but say I don't know. Like, he could be a force at middleweight. I don't know what's going on with Bomac, but goodness me.
Last one. Would Ben Eubank Jr. in this country this year be a nonsense, as Frank Warren did say earlier in the week?
Look, I don't know. I think obviously Frank's coming from the point of you are talking about a fighter who currently isn't licensed by the British Boxing Board of Control, and it's that's the angle he's coming at it from. Let's see what happens. I think they're doing their appeal and that, aren't they? So I don't know, mate. Look, it's obviously a fight I'll watch if and when it is on. I want to see, you know, how these guys shape up and sort of imagine how they do against Nathan Heaney / Hamza Shiraz / Denzel Bentley.
Dev, thank you very much for speaking to IFL TV. I won't see you tomorrow, but I'll see you soon.
What's happening tomorrow?
Nothing.
Hold on. What's happening tomorrow? What is there something going on that you haven't invited me to?
There is a matchroom barbecue tomorrow, so I didn't know whether you was going to be there.
Where's my invite? Look, we're all friends. We're all friends in boxing. I'll get on with Scott over there. Get on with Dan Barnard. Send me an invite. Where's my invite? Come on, guys. Come on.
Well, Eddie said you don't get on with Frank Smith, so...
I don't even know Frank Smith. I don't even know him, but I'm sure we'd get on. Look, he's got quite a good dry sense of humour, hasn't he? So mine can be quite dry as well. I'm sure if we did properly meet, I'm sure we'd hit it off.
I say you just turn up tomorrow, Dev.
Rock up. Pull up. No, I'm definitely not going to do that. I'm just not that guy. But enjoy your barbecue anyway, Joe Pugh, and I'll see you soon.
Thank you very much, mate.
Who's to not be first?
Do we do enough? Well, I never shut up about it.
It must have been about 16, 17. We nicked their guilt rings. Right, the bouncer's guilt ring.
This is no good for me. That's the reality. If you want the honest truth, and I see it every day,